Okay, we've got an upcoming one.
We are live.
Okay. It thinks we're live on 2 here. Come on.
Yep, now there's a new live.
Yep. We should be up.
Yeah, that one's dead, so we'll delete the other one. Get rid of evidence of Adam's salacious comments.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go grab my charger really quick. Right back.
What did he say it was grabbing? Okay. I thought he said treasure. Doesn't look like I can monetize these anymore.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Right, I will start doing the sharing.
Oh, hey, we're. Oh, never mind. I'll ask you after the live.
What's up?
I'll ask you after the live since we're live.
Welcome, everybody.
Hello, hello.
I can't see the chat. Where's the chat gone?
We're live on TikTok too.
Ah, there it is. Okay. Nostalgic says that was intense. Was worried for a bit, but knew deep down you all wouldn't miss a stream on the 40th birthday of Aliens. Well,
Yep.
that was yesterday. Nearly we were gonna hunt. I didn't want to stream today.
What? It's true. I wanted to play more Fireteam Elite 2, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We wanted to create more content for you all. Seriously. We did. We definitely we want to get as much footage as we possibly can to show all of you.
That's fine. We can do that later. We can do that later.
Yes.
Alrighty. What up? What up, everyone? Sure.
You
wasn't,
guys start while I do all this. It's
sure, it wasn't too hard to guess what we were in the mood for today.
If we could stream Fireteam Elite 2 to you all, we would.
Yep. Alas. Hunter, I believe I sent you an invite.
Just me.
Did I?
Oh, Aaron's doing the rounds.
It's fine. You guys start and I'll
Yeah.
join
Where
you
you
after
at?
this.
Where you at?
I'm online.
Well, I mean, where are you at in my friends list?
Oh.
I think you should be able to.
I see you, but you're grayed out.
Oh, it's because...
You're offline.
I am. 1 second.
It's you.
I don't know why...
Hello, Casper.
Oh.
No Style. Caleb.
Oh, there you are.
A.G. Lekowski.
Nostal that says, I don't know why, but I was kind of thinking it was going to be Colonial Marines today. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. Would that bring down the 40th anniversary of Aliens?
Well, the vibe, the
Yeah.
atmosphere.
No, we are playing some Fireteam Elite. OG Fireteam Elite, because as you might have seen, we recently played Fireteam Elite 2 a little early, which was awesome, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm very stoked for it. With how much I played the hell out of this game, it just seems like everything I really liked about this one amped up to 11, and better coat of polish, more substantial everything. I just really dug it. Even like this hub area, like we couldn't show the hub area of the second game in our footage, but it's much more like it's still the Endeavor, so it must be a different hangar bay, but it's like darker and spookier.
More atmospheric, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, right here, if you can come over to me, Adam, I think it's right above.
Nope, different room.
Nope.
I tried to confirm that, and yeah, it's a completely different hangar.
Never mind, folks. It looks like it though. It sure looks like it. That's right, because the catwalk for Fireteam Elite 2 is in a different position than this one. It looks similar though.
Okay, I'm booting up now. I've done all my whoring.
On the catwalk.
Caleb says you wouldn't know Aliens had an anniversary as far as Fox and Disney are concerned. Yeah, really, really disappointing.
Oh. Well, they did send us anniversary logo in case we need to use it.
They sent us
or
the anniversary logo?
Cold ironed it.
I was gonna say, yeah, really disappointing show on Fox and Disney's behalf for this 40th anniversary weekend. What did we get? We got Prime Studio showing off their Queen diorama. I saw mention of some new Hot Toys
Hot
announced,
Toys.
but I don't remember. Was that announced on the weekend?
No, I think it had previously been announced. I think they're just sharing it. I'm really tempted by
Wasn't
that
that
new
the
Hot
stuff on
Toys.
Alien Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
really
yeah,
tempted
absolutely.
by the new Hot Toys Alien Warrior because I think it'll go super well with my Dachande.
I need to get it. Right, I'm in.
All right,
We
let's
can
do this.
shoot some lasers.
But yeah, obviously one of the biggest differences right off the bat for Fireteam Elite 2, 4 players instead of 3. So, and it works. It works well. It doesn't feel like it's too crazy. I mean, things get pretty crazy, but let's see. Priority 1. Complete any Priority 1 mission. Why don't we do that? I want to... Why don't we do it on Intense?
Casper says, hope you guys had a nice week.
Been a busy week.
I spent the first 3 or 4 days of the week getting sure the podcast was ready. Then poor Adam spent Friday and Saturday putting his video together.
Yeah, I was up way too late. After a busy week at day job, needed sleep.
Yep.
Did not get sleep. Hunter feels me on that too because he worked on some of our short form content.
I did. I was up all night on Thursday making the short form content for us for that Instagram and social media deal.
It all came together very quick. No, Stardust says, I honestly don't think Disney understands how rabid our fandom is for content. They see it as casual yet successful franchise. I don't know, because I think Ken knows. I just don't think they give licensing the money or the budget to do something. It's just mad to me that we went from this huge 40th anniversary for Alien, the fucking short films, and literally nothing for Aliens' 40th anniversary. Aliens
the
is
only
as important as Alien.
The only thing we noticed was that Screen Prints will have some stuff at San Diego Comic-Con, that's exclusive. That's not anything for the public, and you had your typical brands like Stance, Cavity Colors.
To be fair, I did get some Stance. That wasn't labeled as an Aliens exclusive thing.
No, of course not. But it's stuff like that where it was a little under the radar that didn't get as much attention. But yeah, no substantial things to be released for the 40th.
Yeah,
It's a bummer.
I mean, they do have the 40th anniversary panel that you'll be attending at Comic-Con, so I'm curious to see if there's anything there. Hopefully it's not just reminiscing.
Probably, I bet you it will be, because that's not going to be something Fox or Studios is necessarily organised.
I think it might be for an event like Comic-Con. I mean, I just hope they announce maybe around Halloween time back to theaters widely in the States for a little, like, even just a day would be awesome. Like they did
You're
with
not
the
allowed to
Abyss.
see it in the cinema, Adam. You're not allowed.
Well, James Cameron said he wanted to do like a 3D transfer of it, which would be pretty cool. So hopefully
yeah, but
something
he also
like
said
that.
10 years ago.
Yeah, but he said it recently too.
Yeah, but he also said it 10 years ago.
Eventually, it happened with the Abyss and Titanic, and or it didn't happen with the Abyss. It happened with Terminator 2.
Yep, happened with Terminator 2.
And Terminator 2 was why Aliens never happened. Because Aliens' 3D treatment was dependent on Terminator 2's 3D release of success.
Well, Titanic was successful.
Yeah, but it was Terminator 2's success that Aliens was dependent on.
High speed incoming, get hot.
Well, I can hope. Okay, at least let me hope. I may not. It may lead to nothing. Often it leads to nothing.
Don't spread false hope, Adam. That's the thing.
I never claim my hope is, you know, surefire.
Canvas Ref, thank you for the likes on our TikTok stream. Much appreciated.
Too many.
Another little interesting detail about Fireteam Elite 2 is the runners, which kind of have their classic Alien 3 brown look in this, are like black or dark gray in Fireteam Elite 2, which is kind of an interesting change.
I really like it.
Well, I'm curious. What do you guys want to know from us about Fireteam Elite 2 that we can share?
Yeah, if we can share it,
we
will share it.
Yeah,
what are you guys can't tell you a release date. We do not know a release date.
Yeah.
Yes. Some of the obvious ones we don't know.
Guess Honecker went this way.
AZ Vector says Tusk just intense. Yeah, you fucking noobs. I can't believe how newbie you all were on that preview footage.
Do you want to?
Oh yeah, because it's our first time playing a new game. Noobs.
Oh come on, guys!
We are right now.
It's the internet. Don't take that shit personally. Come on. Who cares?
It's the internet. We've got to take it personally.
We all know we've beaten most of this game on Insane and Isolation on Nightmare. You know, I don't need to impress anybody. Only myself.
That's the only clout that you have is how impressed people are.
Eyes up. Bugs now, idea later.
As a wise man once said on a very highbrow show, impress me!
Well, here's the thing. I enjoy playing this game on the highest difficulty, but it is hard to casually chat with you all and engage with the chat while we're focusing on staying alive, if it's that difficult. So, tense is a good balance.
What did you guess?
Exactly. So no one in the chat has questions about Fireteam Elite 2. Nothing at all, huh? We are open. 80% open. Ask us anything. We're gonna give you the straight answer.
Sorry, we can't touch that now. And for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
Come on, chat. You know, let's do it.
Ow.
No Style Dutch says, don't worry, Aaron. Everything Ridge Top says gets filtered through. He loves AVPR then.
I saw Perfect Organism did a "What's your least favorite?"
Yeah,
Alien
I saw your comment, and I was like, "No, Aaron, don't say anything. Don't comment on his comment."
It's good design.
Casper says we're watching Aliens Fireteam Elite 2 right now. JK. What did they say about APR? I'm curious. What did you say?
They just said, "What's your least favorite alien design?" And they had a picture of the AVPR alien. And I was like, "That one's actually my most favorite design." And my least favorite is probably... Oh, we missed the box back here, guys. Least favorite is probably... And I wouldn't call it a bad design. I'd call it my least favorite, is the Covenant Xenomorph. just because it's the least biomechanical design, even more so than the ADI aliens we've ever had. It doesn't even have the little subtle biomechanical touches, and it's just too lanky, sinewy, veiny. Like, it's just...
That's all.
I mean, I did like the facial profile of it, but it's just my least favorite xenomorph design.
AZU Vector says, okay, let's see. A friend of mine is really worried about the regular classes that are completely obsolete by the specialist. Do they have something unique that the specialist can't do?
So, the specialist has a primary weapon slot and a what's called a signature weapon slot, which is a selection of specific weapons. Whereas the duelist, which kind of replaces the gunner, has two primary weapons. They're the only class that can use two rifles, so you can have two like pulse rifles. And that's what I found myself using, is I would use the classic pulse rifle because it's sick, and the Romulus pulse rifle because it's also sick. And that's the only class that can do that. So there's still some advantages to the specific classes, I believe, over specialist. While they can choose any special ability, any perk, I think they are restricted when it comes to weapon options. I'm not sure everything with that. I honestly haven't dived into the build system too much yet. But I don't think they'll make other classes obsolete. I think a lot of players will just not want to deal with that and will want to pick a class.
Yeah, well, if I can speak on that, I mean, I did a combination of engineer and what would be classified as the demolisher in this game, where it's a mix of heavy and engineer. So if you're constantly finding yourself where you want to have the best of both worlds or a mix of all four classes, it's nice to have that option and to really go extensively. I mean, the customization options alone that we've experienced it's just a plethora of different choices, and you could have a number of different combinations of how you want to play. But I will say, I want to speak on this. For all the years you've had Alien games where you've had, auto aim assist, smart guns, it's quite a fun and unique experience to finally have that with the pulse rifle. And I found myself constantly choosing that as my primary weapon when playing the game.
The F-44.
Yes, the F-44A.
Yeah.
Definitely the choice.
I really liked that.
Yeah.
And I like how they had a lore explanation for how big that clip was. They're like, it's a pain in the ass to reload, and the clip size is just unbelievable. It's like 450 or something. So just like the movie, you can just go at it and unload for a good bit.
So, KG Lewowski is asking about the optimization of the game. Well, so we had a different number of players here in our chat with different systems playing the game. Greg had what was equivalent to like an NVIDIA 3080. Adam and I were on 5070s, but Adam was on a lower i7, right? Yours like an i7.
Something like that,
yeah. And then I think, Aaron, what's your system at?
I'm on a 1080. I'm very old.
Nice.
Overdue for an upgrade.
And you know what? It looked really good after that first update.
I played it.
It was shit to start with, understandably, and I was like, I don't think this was going to work for me, knowing how old my setup was. But when they dropped that update and I booted back into it, I was like, okay, this is actually on par with the first game.
Well, it's better. Like I believe Hunter and I ran it on the highest settings for the most part.
Yep.
Maybe with the exception of anti-aliasing. And it ran great. I mean, there were a few hiccups that I could tell were just like things they have to iron out before launch, in terms of like it would freeze for a second before you'd go into the menu. But other than that, I mean, that's stuff that's gonna be like fixed before launch, I would imagine. It looked very impressive. Like a big step up from this game, just like environmental and graphic effects. Because this is like a version of Unreal Engine 4, and that one is Unreal Engine 5, and you can definitely tell they make use of that that updated engine.
Yeah. So all to say, we all had different systems with different optimization levels, and the game was well optimized for every single system we played on. it seems like it works well and it runs well. And I've been wanting to actually test it on a handheld gaming device as well, like the Steam Deck, because I'm a big fan of handheld PC gaming. So I'm curious. I'll have to test it out later on how it runs on a handheld device such as that. Can it still look great and play well? So there's more tests to be done.
Steam Deck.
I've tried it.
Yes,
It plays okay.
The Steam Deck, I like my Steam Deck. The problem was even at launch, it was just underpowered. And the concept of a handheld PC like that is awesome. They just don't quite make them powerful enough. And when you have something that's dedicated and optimized like the Switch, it's a dream to have as a portable platform. And I feel like the Steam Deck is mostly there. Like, if you play a lot of indie games, if you play older games, like, yeah, it runs them great. But a lot of the more recent stuff, it struggles with.
I will say, though, I mean, there's a lot of newer games that are optimized for it that run pretty okay. Like, Baldur's Gate ran okay on it. This game runs pretty well on it, And Valve has consistently made updates for SteamOS and the AMD graphics card they have built into the handheld that's able to have some upscaling options that make most games look pretty good. But yeah, and also the Steam Deck's also been there's such a great community around that where people have been able to figure out how to play games that are considered unplayable on it playable. So okay. We have someone asking about another question. When multiple players are applying challenge cards, can multiple people play the same challenge card, or are they required to be different? They have to be a bit different.
Yeah, but there are different levels of the same card. For example,
yes.
Human Tanks has different tiers, and each tier buffs your health to a different degree. So if you want to play a multiple Human Tanks card, like, I can play Human Tanks 4, but no one else can. Someone else might have to do Human Tanks 3 or something. And those cards directly impact, and I believe it was this way with this game, how many rewards you come away with. So if you make the game harder for yourself, you come away with more rewards. If you make it easier for yourself with buffs, you come away with less rewards.
Yeah. And it can really create some really sticky situations if one player wants to play like a card like Human Tanks, but also wants to play another card where it spawns more drones at a faster rate, and you can kind of create a combination of positive and negative influences that really make the game more interesting. And I love that they did that, because having one challenge card was fun enough in this game, but now having up to 4 in play all at the same time is going to really create some dynamic versatility that will hopefully will make the playback value of the game higher.
Yeah.
Oh, do we know if that carries over into the campaign? Because if it does, that'll be nice.
I'm not sure.
Wow.
We didn't get to ask that.
Caleb,
I'm sure we could, but
Caleb says, does the yellow UI get hard to look at over time? I didn't experience that. Nope. I mean, it is a bit of a different vibe to this game, just on an aesthetic level. It does seem darker and moodier. And I think that was directly influenced by Romulus. Like, even the menu boot up screen and sound that we couldn't show in the recording, very, very Romulus inspired. I mean, when this game came out, the most recent films were the prequels, and so they implemented prequel elements. And I mean, obviously Romulus is the most recent film now, so it seems like with both the pulse rifle and some of the aesthetic and atmosphere choices, they're going to be taking influence from that one.
I love that initial boot up with all the Romulus UI. I was like, yes.
Yeah. Someone's asking, is Jimothy in Fireteam Elite 2?
So for those who don't know, this is a little like a raccoon up in Seattle with an accordion looking spine who runs around and is a local favorite.
That mutant raccoon thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I doubt it,
I'd
unfortunately.
seen that. I didn't know it was Jimothy.
Hello, Caustic Viper.
Welcome.
Yeah, someone was asking earlier in the chat about how does the Endeavor look with the when you start the game. I would say, I mean, from what we experienced, I think we had a limited. I don't know about you guys. I feel like we had a limited amount of space and accessibility from what we saw.
We'll see, because I was hoping the hub would get bigger in this game eventually, and it never did. But it is. it
That's the lift.
feels
Entrance on the
familiar, like
far
it feels
side.
like the same ship, but it's less bright, and it looks like, you know, it just looks darker and moodier.
More atmospheric.
Yeah. Well, not to mention there were some areas that we couldn't actually access in the Endeavor, like the armory. There was an NPC at the armory.
Oh,
that you couldn't
in
speak
the
to.
first game.
No, in the second one.
No, second one.
Yeah, well, remember, they'll all that sort of stuff will unlock as you. Well, not always,
Right.
but you know, in this game when you were playing it through for the first time, you had to talk to more people, didn't you, and unlock a bit more.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
AZ Vector says, is there any form of shooting range on the Endeavor that you were able to notice in your limited experience as being a long-time community request since Aliens Fireteam Elite?
So it looked like there was a door for it, but I don't know if that means it's going to be in the game or not. I believe I saw one. Another thing of note is when you talk to people on the ship, their lips move now, unlike this game, so that's nice.
Yep, they heard us on that one.
Can't remember the button for the equipment wheel. OC.
It's C.
This is a big damn signal.
You remember
Yes,
the first time we played this on our first preview, Alex?
Yeah.
At this particular bit, and it was like so hardcore.
Yeah.
So Freeman's asking what difficulty did we play for the video that we
Watch
posted?
the left.
Mostly standard and intense, I believe.
Yes.
We switch back and forth between those two.
When we first got the game, Greg and I noticed, playing a few rounds together, that the difficulty was locked for our experience. It must have been intense or something higher in difficulty because it was very difficult to survive. And then a later patch came in the day for us to apply to our version of the game, which then allowed us to actually change the difficulty of the game. But just in the 30 minutes to an hour that Greg and I played together on the horde mode difficulty that was locked, it was very challenging, and we could barely get past 4 or 5 rounds with just the two of us and the Seek and Synthetics Alpha and Beta.
It's funny because I played it before you guys did, and I made it through the 5 rounds on my ability.
Well, you're just a pro.
Well, I'm not really. So I'm just like.
Well, I think he started with that. He started with that update too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, because Greg and I were struggling.
No, I played it before Greg or Hunter.
Oh, you did? Oh, well, never mind.
Just another minute.
That's interesting because Greg and I were really having a tough time. Trying to survive, and we were both like, "This is fun, but this is hard." So that's interesting. And then there was an update probably about 2 hours later.
Yeah, because I had to do the update before we started recording early my time. The following day after I installed it. But no, good. Apparently we're hard to hear, Adam. You might need to turn the game volume down a little bit.
Alright, let me do that. Sorry, guys. Better? How's that?
Testing. If you
Freeman,
can hear us, let us know.
How's that?
Yeah, here. Okay. AZ Vector says, you guys comment on the ability sometimes. Did friendly fire in your Alien Fireteam Elite 2 video? Can you confirm that? Okay, I'm going to try and read this as best I can. You guys comment on the ability sometimes did friendly fire in your Alien Fireteam Elite 2 video. Okay. Can you confirm that or elaborate on it? Stuff like Blast Wave in Aliens Fireteam Elite 1. If it hit friends, would it be tough with teammates? I'm guessing he's just asking about, you know, the...
Yeah, I didn't mention that abilities can damage friends in the
Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
it was something we tested. At least on Intense, it didn't seem like it was, you know, gonna kill you instantly, but it did damage you. I imagine there'll be more damage on the higher difficulties, so you know want to be.
We might need to
Oh.
get boosted up, guys. Our mics are still a little too low, I guess.
Okay. See here.
Nostalgia said better, but I'm guessing we're still a little too low. So I'm going to talk louder.
Dr. Stein says, I love this game.
Okay.
So
how's this?
hopefully it's much better. We're talking. I'm talking, testing.
Talking.
What I will say about Fireteam Elite 2 is though there was like this chemistry between all three players playing and how our abilities truly help us survive in certain situations, but with Fireteam Elite 2, it felt like we were way more dependent on each other's subclasses and the perks that we had. It really came down to the wire in certain situations where you're fighting big baddies, even for horde mode. And you can definitely tell, like, you know, having these new abilities truly helped in situations where situations were getting sticky. I don't want to elaborate too much on that, but just some new abilities were really helpful, and having different players be different classes seems like it was more symbiotic in this version of the game.
Apparently, it's Hunter and I that are quiet, Adam.
Yeah, I boosted you both, and I took me down.
Okay.
Caustic
Better
Viper
strategy.
says, Hunter, you need to return to base, mate.
I'm coming.
Caustic Viper says, do want to crack the mystery of how the engineer ship crashed on the planet in Fireteam Elite 2. I love searching for lore in Fireteam Elite 1, so I'm all for the data logs. I wonder if it's not crashed but landed, and I wonder if it's the Juggernaut from this game.
So AZ Vector says, did you notice enemies attacking in multiple directions, similar to how Aliens Fireteam Elite 1, the Praetorian could attack from behind itself and its tail?
With its tail.
Yeah, I
think that's just how it's worded. Yeah, I can't say that I mean, they did have new animations, attack animations compared to this game. Even some of the units from this game had new attack animations, which like the Praetorian did. I believe anyway. Yeah. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I think I saw.
Well, you touched on it in your video, but you know, having new enemy types obviously added a new flavor of combat for all of us, and I think enemies like the Siren are going to be very frustrating for players trying to keep a hold of their team, because enemies like that definitely create more of a new combination in the mix. But we didn't get a chance to really go around and speak to other NPCs and find out more lore.
It wasn't what we were doing. It wasn't what we were asked to do.
Right. Caustic Viper says, Rich Top's Marine, not gonna lie, kind of looks like Tom Honecker, but fully committed to the Marines.
Tim Honecker.
Fucking Honecker.
Yeah, Aaron's favorite.
Tim Honecker.
We're gonna go kill him. To be fair, I like him in the game. It's the book I hate him in.
Yeah, I do think. I mean, customization could be just with like base character looks, like faces and hairstyles and stuff, could be a little bit more. I think in the next game.
Yeah,
but I mean, we couldn't get into the customization of everything else too much. Again, it just wasn't part of our purview there. But from what I can see, there's going to be a lot more you can do with it than in this game.
AZ Vector asks, was there anything that seemed to be lacking in Aliens Fireteam Elite 1 that felt like it was missing in Fireteam Elite 2 in your limited experiences so far?
No.
Yeah,
it was all more of what I liked about this game.
It was expansion.
The classes are different. Like, they might feel reminiscent to the classes in this game, but they are new. Like, I mean, some of them might fill similar roles, but other than Medic, I guess, which is kind of similar to Doc in this one, They feel pretty different. And one of the first things I noticed playing it is just how well jumping into it, like it felt right like the first game. Like honestly, Call of Duty, I stopped playing that because they changed the aiming so hard in some of the more recent ones, and all my muscle memory was like gone because they added like all these unnecessary layers of complexity to the aiming, and it just felt completely different with like Black Ops 6 a little bit, but more so 7. And I was just like, well, screw this. This feels completely different. But this game, the sequel, you just jump right in and it aims and plays exactly like the first game. I mean, there's some differences, like you can crouch at any time, you know? And there's definitely new gameplay elements, but the feel of the game is entirely the same.
So Xander asks, how did the legacy pulse rifles feel? I mean, in my experience, they felt great. I know that the sound effects for the pulse rifle and the smart gun were a little different. I know that Greg really wishes they could fix that,
People
but
are
they felt good in the hand. Yeah, they felt good in hand, and I will say it was finally nice to have the original pulse rifle and the underbarrel grenade launcher in this game. That thing wreaked havoc with large swarms of xenomorphs and synths and pathogen.
Yeah, both that
so
one
nice to finally have that.
And the one for Romulus were a joy to use.
They were great. AZ Vector Classic Viper says, hopefully they'll showcase customization for the character designs in Aliens Fireteam League 2. I could see someone making a Cutter, Vasquez as their Marine, as well as other Marines. And AZ Cutter asks, did you get to play around with the classic pulse rifle? Oh, he asks exactly what I just answered. Did we get to play with the underbarrel grenade launcher?
Yeah, you switch firing modes, and you can fire just grenades. You can keep going until you're out. But yeah, each not each gun, but a lot of guns now have an alternate fire mode compared to this game, so that's a new kind of element there.
Yep.
So somebody asked earlier about if there was a prequel novel for this, for Fireteam Elite 2. Nothing announced, and I very much doubt we're going to see anything from Titan for a while now.
Or
if
ever.
If we think this is coming out next month, that the novel would have to be far later in the year.
And it would have been announced a long time ago.
Yeah.
Ain't no novel coming. We've got to wait for the announcement that what's Disney's new
Hyperion Avenue.
Yeah, we've got to wait for an announcement from Hyperion Avenue.
I'm glad you're here.
Which is, of course, just speculation. This is not fact.
Number 9 says, did you see much advancement in the crouching mechanic? I mean, it's just welcome considering you have 4 players now, and if you're going to be avoiding each other's fire, like especially if you're in a corridor, I would imagine it'll come in handy. The cover system did seem a little better, especially when you're like fighting synths and stuff. At least that's what I noticed. We didn't play against the synths too much.
Okay, question for you all here for the chat. Which of the new enemy types was your favorite?
Ooh, of the new enemy types, I thought the Siren was kind of fun because it's such a like panic moment, right? You're like, we gotta find this thing, we gotta kill it. And its design is pretty freaky looking. And it runs around like a little dinosaur, so I thought that was fun.
And there's multiple of them sometimes, which can really cause an interesting combat situation. Mine was the Warden. I liked that it was kind of a combination of the Crusher and the Praetorian, and its aggression, but also it's a thick boy that's really difficult to kill.
Was Warden the king-looking thing? I can never remember.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I liked that. I thought that was a really cool design.
Casper says, if you go to your video from yesterday at minute 5:35 or minute 5:45, and Lily tried to kangaroo kick Adam, hence the name.
Yeah, some of the enemies do little kicks at you, like the pathogen harbinger will jump up and kick you.
Yep.
And yeah, the siren as well will try and kick you and then get out of there.
Any arrests?
We can't discuss operations on an open channel, Doc.
Right. Yeah, of course.
No Star Dutch says, Hicks, what would Fireteam Elite need to change from the first game to replace Dark Descent for you as the quintessential Aliens game? I don't think it could. Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely enjoy this game, and I think I'm going to really enjoy the second one as well with all the changes. But the game's a little too arcadey for me to think of it in that same level of esteem, you know?
See, and ever since this came out, we've been having this debate because I never felt like, yeah, it has kind of arcadey style, but once you get to the higher difficulties, the class dynamics are so important. And
the higher difficulties, it's a different game.
But in the second game, like, I don't think there will be any argument. I mean, yeah, it's a horde game. It is arcadey in terms of its gameplay, but in terms of like everything you can do, like 4 challenge cards now is going to add a lot of depth. There's a lot more you can do with classes now. I believe there's like weapon perks now that are, we didn't get into that too much. And so it just seems like there's going to be a lot more depth in the second game than there is in this one.
So, Azu Vector asks, were there any enemies that we didn't see that weren't in the footage? Like, and I think there is one enemy that we cannot discuss that's a mystery that you all have to figure out for yourselves as the game gets closer to release or when you play the game yourselves. But no, I mean, everything we've seen in the footage prior to our experience playing, we pretty much saw, except for one specific foe. If you're asking about a queen, we did not see a queen.
I will say in the stats menu, there were some enemies that were grayed out. So
yes,
there are some that we haven't seen yet.
Yes. And you have to remember, guys, we were only allowed to share, and we were solely focused on playing horde mode and sharing that experience. So that is what we were there to do.
Which is honestly good for me, because I remember when we were able to play the first game early, we had played through the first half of the campaign so damn much that when the game finally came out, it was just all right, let's get through this again so we can experience the new shit. And yeah, so it'll be nice to go through the full campaign, you know, when this game finishes. I will say I am a little surprised that they haven't announced a release date yet, but I would imagine this week, Comic-Con, they're going to be there. I would expect that.
Yeah, at the panel, you know, there's a big panel, multidisciplinary panel on it at San Diego, isn't there? There's level design, combat design, musical. So,
yeah. If there were any questions that our Patreon, users have, I will be going to San Diego next week.
We'll have to. You know what? That's a good chat, Hunter. We'll post that on the Patreon for when you get to interview the devs.
Yes, I will be going to San Diego Comic-Con next week, guys. The panel will be on Saturday for Fireteam Elite 2. Hopefully, we can get in. We are in talks to get an interview with the development team. Hopefully, it'll probably be that Saturday or maybe prior. But if we do, if you're a Patreon member, we will allow you to shoot us some questions for me to ask the developers directly. On top of our questions, of course, that we have for them after playing the game. Also, we'll be covering the Aliens 40th anniversary panel that they will be doing at Comic-Con. I don't think we'll see anything, brand new there, but it'll be still cool to just hear more experiences and thoughts on the film 40 years later.
This is when they announce Blomkamp Sings back on.
I think I would like, we have the exclusive.
I mean, it would be cool if they did an animated movie on that, or at least a release in our book talking about what it would have been. But alas, they like you were saying, Aaron, I mean, I hate to just complain, but we were just eating so good on some of those
It's
earlier
justified.
Alien days. Like you said, the 40th anniversary of Alien Day, the whole day, it was like one thing after another rapid fire on their social media, like the whole damn day. And those
Folks-
early Alien days, like 2017 with Covenant, it was the same way.
Someone in the chat is asking about consumables. What are some new ones? What do they do?
So I'd say elemental ammo plays more of a role. Each enemy faction is resistant to or vulnerable to elemental ammo to various degrees. Like the pathogen are vulnerable to cryo ammo and resistant to which one are they resistant to? I'm not sure. But there's 3, right? There's electric. I think they're resistant to
Electric,
static.
fire, and
So
ice, yeah.
there's
Well, cryo.
there's electric, incendiary, and cryo, and like the synthetics are resistant to fire, vulnerable to static. So
Yeah.
that's something to take into account. Like if you're playing on Horde, because you're not sure what enemy you're going to face, you go to the vending machine and get like elemental material to help you with that.
Yeah.
As
There
far
are
as
some.
sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say there are some new iterations of the previous tools. Like there's a new. I didn't mean to cut you off, Adam. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
You
I
cut
was
me off.
done.
There's a new style of sentry gun that you can use in Horde mode too. That's basically a thicker boy of the original sentry gun. That's what I was gonna say, but I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Shit. Prowler's back, and I finally need to open my Prime 1 Prowler in celebration.
And like
long
Adam
have
was
you
saying with
had
the
that
ammo
now?
types, the electrical ammo type was pretty influential in this game, but in Fireteam Elite 2, due to the new droid enemies, it feels like the electrical ammo has more significance in that playthrough. And I think that one thing I will say is I really hope if there is a future update or patch that the player could eventually have the option to choose which enemies they want to be in circulation for Horde mode, or enemy and specifically, but
Yeah.
I doubt we'll see that.
It makes sense they could just do it as a challenge card, right? Like this challenge
Right.
card guarantees this enemy on a Horde mode to start with or whatever. Or this challenge card has it so you face the same enemy through your entire run of a Horde mode or something like that.
I like the variants, though. I'm not going to lie, because sometimes it gets a little tiring just fighting against the aliens. So I very much appreciated that variance.
One thing I will say that I was a little disappointed by is something that some other people mentioned in the comments, and it is that there's no new areas of the map to really hold up in or explore or doors to open.
That's the point of the main game. Your Horde mode games, your skirmish mode games are supposed to be 10-minute pop in, do something.
You
pop
never
out.
played much Call of Duty Zombies. Like there's a lot of Horde type games that have it. The kind of main thing is you're exploring new areas of the map. Even like Bug Hunt and Colonial Marines, that was a big part of it. I mean, it was all messed up with their currency, but like you could explore and unlock a lot of new parts of the map with that one. So just something of a missed opportunity, and I hope. I mean, we saw additional modes with the first game, like restock turrets and the defense points or whatever that one was called with the earthquake thing. So I hope there's more variations of Horde that they release for the second game that have that aspect.
That is
Gareth,
absolutely fair.
Gareth in the chat is asking about the voice lines from the NPCs. He's saying that do you think they'll get quite annoying after some time?
No, they all.
Only if you,
Or cringe?
cringe. If you like and appreciate, don't relax just yet, Marines. You are
Yeah,
gonna be
I will admittedly
fine.
tell you the first time that my Marine screamed "fuck you" when he used his missile launcher, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm cool with this."
I will say, yeah, the player characters are spouting out more one-liners than they did in this game, but to me it wasn't too much. It was kind of
What was
fun.
the one?
I thought it was
What was the one-
hilarious. I loved it.
What was the one that they kept saying that you and I were quoting the other day, Adam?
Resupply or die.
Yeah.
Resupply or die.
Yeah, resupply or die.
That's what you joked about in the video, didn't you?
Yeah.
So Freeman is asking, do enemy spawns, given the same type, felt randomized, or is it familiar from Aliens Fireteam Elite 1 where you start predicting what will come out and play enough?
So I didn't see the conga lines coming out of the vents in what I played compared to this game.
Yeah,
I think that was that felt like a big bonus of them being such bigger levels.
Yeah.
Well, they certainly felt like bigger levels. Maybe aside from the cistern level, for Horde.
Yeah, there's still multiple pathways where you know the enemies are going to come out of, but they aren't consistently coming out of, like Adam mentioned, the conga lines of holes. Like, they're definitely more randomized in their patterns of movement. And I think they had touched Cold Iron had touched on that in a previous panel or discussion about how they wanted to randomize the movements of the enemies, and it definitely feels very apparent there.
And I will say the larger Xenos are a bit faster and less hulking, like the Warrior, and especially the Drone. Like, both are much faster than they seemed in this game.
Yeah, and more aggressive, too. Someone's asking, did you guys see if lifetime stats were in the game, or is it too early to tell you didn't have access to it?
Yes, there is a stats page that seemed pretty extensive. I haven't dived into that much. Don't think we'll get the opportunity to do that in this build. But it seemed like there was a lot of lifetime stats. Like, that was going to be a thing. For a whole lot of different elements, too.
Yeah, but overall, I think our experience... Supply or die! Overall, I think our experience playing the game was really fun, and we can't wait to play more.
Azu Vector says, can you elaborate on the mechanics you noticed about the energy weapons versus more traditional bullet projectile weapons, ammo, heat, cooldown? Noticed what appeared to be a beam weapon too. Yeah, so apparently plasma weapons can only be used by one class now, which is the... What was that class?
Is that the one I was playing?
The kind of...
Mechanic?
Yeah, the mechanic, yeah. So I believe they're the only ones that can use plasma weaponry now.
Are you sure? I wasn't playing the mechanic, but I had the beam weaponry and the beam...
And specialist. Don't forget specialist.
Well, I don't think so either, because I only saw, like, the plasma rifle in this game. I only saw it on that class. And it says in the class description they can use plasma weapons. So I'll have to double check that, but...
The plasma weapons overheating too is another factor that I didn't expect to, occur. Which, with plasma-based weapons in this game, you can just go and go and go. But when they overheat, it becomes cumbersome in difficult situations where you're fighting multiple Xenos.
Yeah, I know the plasma rifle got pretty popular in this game, and I think maybe they've turned it down a little bit where you can't just unload so much like you could in this game.
I'd say you can go for maybe a solid 7 to 9 seconds of firing, maybe even 10 seconds before it starts to overheat.
In Oxorbital Warrior, yeah, on the higher difficulties at least, abilities do deal friendly fire. It wasn't to a crazy degree, at least not on intense, but that is the thing now, so watch where you're aiming those rockets.
Which is good.
Yeah, because if we have a group of aliens, I could always just aim the rockets at the ground and like clear it out. So you can't rely on that too much now. Although, of course, if you're still playing on standard or casual, yeah, you can just drop a grenade at your feet and you'll be fine.
I will say it's finally nice too that the game included a melee option to get a bunch of Xenos off you. The electric baton was a really nice choice, especially when you're getting
keen
swarmed.
on that. I'm still not keen on that.
I thought it was fun because you can do a little combo on it, and it's something you can customize too. It's just
especially when the
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It's just something where it's like, since you don't have that friendly fire, which I wonder if there's friendly fire on that too. It's good to be able to just clear out the immediate space in front of you if they get a little bunched up on you.
Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself.
It just feels a little. It feels a little too. Whereas the ability of doing friendly fire adds to the realism. A big glowy plasma sword feels a little like Marvel's Aliens at its worst. So. I don't know. I'll have to see how I feel about it after some more use.
I mean, it's just like an upgraded cattle prod from the first movie. It's not like the lightsabers they had in that one comic.
Which we actually see, we see them use that all the time in that film, don't we? Very effective tool against the aliens.
All right, folks, what else do you got for us? What other questions are eating at you that you need to ask that we can answer?
Azu Vector says, did you notice any enemy dismemberment beyond just the death animations? Yeah, I did notice the corpses kind of stick around for more.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think there was more blowing apart of the aliens that I saw, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was really cool that when you were in intense battle, especially with like the pathogen enemies, those bodies would pile up, and it created a better atmosphere for combat in a weird way. It really showed the carnage.
Shoot him, Adam! Shoot him!
Shoot her!
He'll be the death of us.
I mean, I don't have a spacesuit.
Constant Garbage says, I'm fine with the stun baton being a melee weapon as long as it's not that leaked dual hatchets thing from the early leaks. It's not OP, that's for sure. It's a single weapon that we got to experience, and I think you get about 2 or 3 strikes before you have to put away, and it needs to recharge for a good 5 seconds. I'd say maybe 2 to 3 seconds of recharge actually. You can't just keep swinging it left and right. It has to recharge after a few swings.
I do wonder, since it's obviously taking influence from Romulus, if there will be any nods to Alien Earth. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to if there are, it should be minimal. I wouldn't be opposed to the pulse rifle, the bullpup making an appearance. But it seems like this is kind of more the film side of things that it's going to be based on.
Somebody was asking earlier about health bars and hit point damage displays. You can turn off the hit damage. I know you can do that. Did we see the health bars disappear? I can't remember.
I didn't notice it.
Someone's asking which one were you going to go for?
Dude, go for it. I'm overstepping you too much today.
Let's see. Just got here. So the originals missions are all present. How many new missions are there? The story and AFT is really good so far. So we can't get into the campaign side of things. Yeah, it does seem like, from what little I glanced on it, just traversing through the hub to the Horde mode, it seems like it'll be more than the original game, but it sounds like you're asking, will this game's levels be in that one? And I don't believe so, which that's honestly an interesting idea. Like, well, it's something Left 4 Dead did, right? Like Left 4 Dead 2 retroactively brought in all the stuff from the first game that you could play through with the improvements, and that would be something cool, honestly.
But you do need to remember with Left 4 Dead, though, that was Valve's experiment with their latest engine. So the second game came out less than a year after the first game. So they was a combination. But yeah, that would be awesome to see. Gareth is asking, were there any cinematic type effects when leading into the maps, or was it just a mission briefing voiceover as usual?
Well,
We did see one cinematic.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, which we can't really elaborate on, but it's just kind of like this game. And we didn't have access to the campaign, so that's something that if they do it, that's where it'll probably be.
Junction's clear.
And that's something they could still be doing before launch, so we don't know. But it does feel like the production values are bigger than this game.
Yeah, totally. I mean, the game has an opening, loading cinematic in a sense too, which is kind of nice to have. I mean, it gives more weight to the game too. So Caustic Viper asks, were there any weapons from the books that you guys recognized or used during Fireteam Elite 2 playthrough?
Not that I saw. There were a number of returning weapons from the first game. I hope they go deep into the expanded universe to get new weapons. Like even Zula's pulse rifle from Rogue Incursion would be cool. Like it'd be nice to have just a smorgasbord of different pulse rifles we could have.
Yeah.
Still waiting for the scope rifle to make a proper appearance in one of the games one day.
Is that the Mondo Heat one that he has?
No, the
one from the
from the
technical
tech
manual. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh.
I thought
What we
Colonial
can
Marines
say,
kinda
though,
did that one.
No.
well, one thing we haven't touched on, which we could elaborate more, is the combinations now of character armor. Now you can customize your character armor. Are we allowed to speak on that actually?
I don't know if we can get into that, but and you could do that in this game a little bit. But it seems like from what we saw there could be more of that.
Yeah, we'll stop right there. So I am the Senate. That's a great name. Says it might be too early to tell, but do you guys think there's a point to play the other classes once you've unlocked everything for the specialist? That's a good question. I think that there certainly is, because you have to remember the specialist gives you the ability to obviously combine classes, but you get a limit. You can't do all four. You can do elements of all four, but you can't do all four. So if you specifically want certain effects that only that class could offer you, then certainly go back and play as a duelist or as an engineer. But there's sacrifices and gains with the perk system upon which class you choose if you are a specialist. If you choose more of the engineer perks, you lose the ability to use more of the medic or the duelist. So you have to have a nice balance of all the perks by which your playstyle is, whichever playstyle you have. If that makes sense. That's a good question. I mean, you get to definitely the customization options, again, as we've touched on and in the video, are just so numerous, and there's so many different variations that you could pick from.
Yeah, and that was one of the things after the leaks that I was worried about, is it seemed like there would be less focus on customizing both your characters and your equipment, and thankfully it is not the case. It seems like, if anything, it's just increased from this game.
Which is how it should be, One of the disappointing things about games not getting to do sequels is they don't get to build on the foundations of the initial games, and the dev teams don't get to build on what they've learned. And that's the big bonus of them coming back to do Fireteam Elite 2 here. Because it is very much an expansion of the first game. It is built out, it is lessons learned. It's as Adam has said in a bunch of his sort of posts about the game, it's taking everything he loved about this and amplifying it.
Yep.
Building on it.
Absolutely. I think within the first 2 hours of playing the game, I think I told Adam or you, I just said, wow, this feels much more polished, and it feels like a proper iteration of what we could have gotten from the first game. And I love the first game, but there are definitely faults about it. So Fireteam Elite 2 is the more definitive version.
from what we've seen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, from what we've seen.
Yeah. I have
At
to.
the end,
I
end
love
of the day, we've just got to remember we've only played the horde
yes,
mode.
yes. And I have to speak on. I love this game, the first Fireteam Elite 2, very much. So
Yeah, same. I might speak very highly of Dark Descent, but I still really fucking enjoy this game.
yeah, this is the game that got you guys through COVID. One of them.
One of them for
Yeah.
me, this and Hunting Grounds and Warzone were the 3 I was just really, really into.
To be fair, I think next to AVP 2, this is probably the Alien game I've played the most of.
I'd probably say it's up there for me, yeah. We played a hell of a lot of this game.
So Freeman's asking, on the horde maps, were there any any trackable environments besides ammo boxes and consumable shops, like maybe the turrets or sealable doors, barricades?
Not that we saw. Unless you guys saw something I didn't.
No.
No.
Ooh. But again, they could have other types of horde variants like this game had eventually.
But they're locked down. Esther?
Yeah.
A 16 million digit cipher. Perhaps check the logs of the maintenance synthetics?
I'm going.
Kazu Vector says
we have a lot.
3,000 hours in AFE. When, yeah, damn, that is quite a few.
Jeez. We have quite a bit of people in the chat today, guys. I think our high was 55 just a few minutes ago, so lots of new folks here.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody, on both YouTube and TikTok. We stream Alien, and Predator, and AVP games every Sunday we can. not quite every Sunday, but most Sundays.
Yeah, we've done a really good job of it this year. I'm not gonna deny that regularity and achievement of that regularity.
I Am the Senate asks, is there a prestige system in AFE2? Not that I saw. I don't think that's too much of a thing anymore.
Well, technically, this game kind of has that with the
yeah,
gold and silver and
with that
bronze
extra.
stuff.
Yeah, that's right. But I mean, you don't lose all your equipment, so it's not like the old school Call of Duty prestige. I never played the like permadeath mode in this one.
No, I haven't tried that, to be fair. Should we do a playthrough on that soon?
Yeah, maybe
attempt it.
that'll be a good switch it up kind of thing since we've never tried that. Dizzy Bubbles says people
Hunter, come
excited
on,
for this game.
Hunter.
Good hype.
Oh, I was with Honecker the whole time.
His stupidity's
Hunter.
infected you.
I know. I'm coming. NPC who? I'm coming.
Meanwhile, Adam's pissed off and
I'm dancing around with Lurker here.
running through the rest of the map.
Dizzy Bubble says people are excited for this game. Hype. Yes. Any more questions from you folk? Do you have any concerns? What else do you want to know that we can answer for you?
Coming up the pipe.
Ah,
I feel like I'm on Whatnot trying to hype up the game. What else do you guys want to hear? What else do you want to see? What else?
okay. I need to know what the fuck is hot and whatnot. I keep hearing about it, but
Whatnot?
yeah, my boomerisms is showing.
So Whatnot is an app where people that sell specialized items like probably Naruto cards, Pokemon comics. They do live auctions where they're selling those items, and it's independent sellers and it's also large retailers as well. So, yeah, if you're looking for something specific, you can go on. There's live auctions for certain items, and usually there's a person going like, "Okay, guys, here's what we're selling right now. Starting the bidding at $2." You know,
So
fire
social
sales.
media eBay, basically.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, I guess.
It's like Venmo did for PayPal.
Yeah, eBay for
My-
TikTok.
No Style says that my Disney check cleared hard.
Your Disney check, Hunter.
Yeah, my Disney check.
Yeah. Hunter getting paid.
Clear.
Caleb, yeah, it's eBay, but it's more exclusive though for certain items. If you're looking for something extremely specific, like a certain run of comics, I use it for Absolute Batman because I'm always looking for something specific in that comic run. So Whatnot's great there. Some people do jewelry, exclusive jewelry, but I mean that's not my jam.
This is your pickup. Beginning dropship approach to the refinery.
If you're a collector, it's a great place to start.
Amoeba Jelly says, Disney, if you want to pay me, I actually like Alien Earth.
Diverting to Epsilon.
Yeah, I know. Anytime I post some Alien Earth news, I know what's incoming in my comment section, and I'm just like, ugh.
Hey, listen, I respect it, all right? Like, as someone who likes AVPR,
yeah, that already cancels
more
all
power
your
to you.
opinion, You know that.
I'm on the same page as you.
You do some awesome artwork, Amoeba Jelly, for real.
Yes.
Even if we can't share all of it, it is awesome.
We get. You have to understand. We get a lot of folk that send us artwork and stuff every other day. So sometimes we get swamped by it, but we notice.
Oh, I meant for other reasons.
Yeah. Yes. So the Thrashed Picture Show is asking if Alien Rogue Incursion Evolved Edition is still coming out on PS4, considering what's happened with Servios. It's coming through limited run.
Did they announce it for PS4?
But I don't think that's gonna be a PlayStation 4 edition. It's only a PlayStation 5 edition.
Oh right, yeah. I mean, the whole, assuming Sony doesn't, as they should, bow to the pressure, we'll still get physical releases through 2028, and even, I mean, I do think, not to get too deep into that topic, but I do think that you're gonna see other companies kind of step in, like you see with the Blu-ray market, and cater to that niche market. So I think and I don't think Sony, they might not manufacture them themselves, but I would hope they wouldn't prevent other companies from manufacturing them, because that would be extra scummy. And I do.
See, on that topic, did you see like Xbox announcing? Well, no, it's
Helix.
So apparently the Helix will still have its disc drive.
I saw that was a rumor. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet, but that would be, hey, I mean, that's how Sony took away 2 generations from Xbox. The opportunity's there, so I think they should go for it.
I'll be real with you. If that's the way they're going, especially with their disc to data system they're doing, where you put in a disc and it gets put on digitally on that device, I might have to go that route, guys. I might have to switch over to Xbox.
Thrash Picture Show says it was announced for PS4. I don't remember this.
There we are.
It might have been when they announced the Evolved Edition, to be fair.
Caustic Viper, we are very aware of Arkham Unhinged. I've spoken to him a few times here and there. Great dude. I've seen some of his lore videos.
Person?
Yes. Well, there's multiple TikTok people, but he's one of them. Yeah.
I thought there was like 2 TikTok people.
There's 2. There was another one apparently that I think called Lion something. I'm not too sure, but it was him and LP Longmire that are the primary 2 people that do AVP stuff on TikTok. But yeah, I've spoken to Arkham before. He's a nice guy.
It just makes me feel like such a boomer. I'm not gonna lie.
It makes you feel like a what?
A boomer.
Such a boomer. Yeah.
A boomer. A what? A hoe?
That's why you said boom. That's like your Gen Z term for it, right? It's one of them booms.
Yeah, sure. Nah. Whatever, boomer.
I can floss, I'll have you know.
You mean flex?
No, I mean floss. I can do the Fortnite dance. I practiced very hard and it finally clicked.
Oh, that made me chuckle. AEX 1985 says, "Sorry if this was already asked, but will enemies pop out from random directions locations instead of the very predictable and consistent ones that was implemented in Fireteam Elite 2?" Yes, Ridgetop already tackled that question. We did not encounter any conga lines of Xenos. There are multiple directions where you can expect enemies, but not holes or crevices where you expect them to come out every single time in a line of waves.
Sizzy is confirming that I can indeed floss. Primeval Yacha 1305. What is your question?
Why are you so handsome?
Oh, I don't know. I can't answer such
You,
things.
hey, you up?
Is that a company ship?
To be fair, Adam and I have sent each other that message several times.
I got it from him this morning.
Red Yutani synths brought local animals
made me
up
chuckle.
to replenish the hive. Then eggs back down for experiments.
Red Xenos?
They should have a mission where we're on top of one of these landers and it's flying around and we're trying to catch
Getting
the
attacked by
alien
flying dragon Xenos.
with the crane.
Flying queens.
Adam, Primo Yaucha asks, question for Ridgetop. Why do you play Warrior Ridge in AVP multiplayer?
Because I like the AVPR design. Honestly, I've explained this a lot, but my name Ridgetop is not because I like ridge-headed aliens. It's because I lived in a ski resort and the street's name was Ridgetop, and I was looking for an Xbox 360 gamer tag, and I was like, Ridgetop, okay, sure. But yeah, I mean, it kind of has a dual meaning with
You know what?
with aliens.
I used to live on a street called Ridgeway.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Maybe I should have been Corporal Ridgeway.
So Caustic Viper asks, in terms of Fireteam Elite 2, how is the AI for the Xenos? Do they avoid gunfire, or do they charge in and eat the lead?
The AI seemed a little better. I mean, they'll still rush you, like before, and you can mow them down. But the AI did seem a little more cunning. Like they were jumping around. They were kind of on the walls more. I noticed a bit of a difference. I mean, it's not like a huge difference, but I did notice a difference.
Yeah, they're far more aggressive in their movement patterns. That's for sure. But they'll still bum rush you.
I could have sworn in the first build we played of this room was like all red. I have to go back and watch some of that footage.
Adam Primo is asking, okay, now why do you play as Wolf in AVP multiplayer?
Also, because I like AVPR, but I don't only play as Wolf.
No,
I like Dark too.
Yeah.
Out here.
So AZ Vector says, I mean, Flying Queens are a thing, and we're requesting the early Fireteam Elite 1. Still waiting to see them in Fireteam Elite 2. We didn't see any Flying Queens. Sorry to disappoint. No Flying Queens from us.
Keep them off us or fly yourself home.
That would have been wicked.
Would it?
No Kenner aliens there.
Would it?
Actually, the Warden was kind of Kenner-esque. I mean, all of them were kind of Kenner-esque.
It was Prime 1. Ain't no Kenner about him. It was Prime 1.
Prime 1. I'm sorry.
He was
King.
an upper class collector's item. It's why I struggle to really care about the Prime 1 stuff. I ain't no high-end collector.
Once you get a Hot
No, it's a
Toys,
bit-
though, it's like that's
can't-
But Hot Toys are
I'm
the.
not sure my wallet would like £200, £300 for a collector's.
I feel like
Okay.
though Hot Toys are the very. That's the very cusp of what I'm willing to spend on the high-end collecting item, and that's the only way I could afford.
Yeah, the most
That's if you
pricey
got
one
money.
I got was the Sideshow King alien statue, and it is glorious, and I did not regret it.
Yeah, if your missus could speak to my missus about permission to buy those, that would be wonderful. But as of right now, I've only given permission to buy Hot Toys, certain Hot Toys. So yeah, work your magic.
Oh, we gotta go
He
ahead and
really
switch.
wants it.
Not Hunter, Xander, sorry, asks any NPCs that resemble the AVP Galaxy crew in Fireteam Elite 2.
None that we could see, unfortunately. Maybe they're
What, you
saving
didn't
that
see
as
me
a
at the armory?
surprise.
You didn't see Aaron at the armory?
I didn't think we'd had our scanning sessions yet.
Oh, are you still setting that up? Okay.
Trying, man, I'm trying.
Ooh, I am fresh out of lead.
I'm ready for my my Alien Earth cameo since that's filming in Pinewood now. Right, Disney, I'll change my tune entirely about the show. Oh man, no, I would never fucking
There's
do
those
that.
principled folks at AVP Galaxy.
Oh, you know we're principled. To a fault, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which is why we do not have any Alien Earth, you know, stuff.
I'm sure if we had a cameo, it would be like one of the little collectible cards you'd find or something.
Fireteam, more Xenos inbound.
A trading card.
They don't want us leaving.
AVP Galaxy Elite 2?
I am hoping that Alien and Predator is going to show up in that new trading card game, the horror focused one, Hellbreak.
Oh yeah, I saw you guys talking about that the other day. I had not heard of that one before.
No, me either. I'd never seen it until Tom had posted about it, but it looks like it was announced at the start of the year. It's this horror-themed trading card game, whose initial set is some classic Universal stuff, plus Quiet Place. They've announced licenses and another thing, apparently. So it's Jaws, Dracula, Bride of Frankenstein, A Quiet Place, and there's one other thing that they haven't announced. Oh, no, and Headless Horseman as well. And apparently they've also got licenses from AMC, Blumhouse, and Lionsgate. So of course you're going to have Jigsaw in there at some point. Oh, and I think they've announced that the Warrens, Conjuring, that's going to be in it at some point.
So AZU Vector is asking, did you notice any enemies having bulletproof areas similar to the heads of like the Crusher or Praetorian? Yes, the Warden. The Warden's head was pretty bulletproof.
And the Crusher still. Oh.
Yep.
Come on, folks.
Shore party, flip and burn, and 15. Remember to tense your legs. Anyone who passes out gets their picture on ShipNet.
Did you speak there? I didn't hear you.
Nope.
Do you need to go now to be a pretentious wanker?
No, we can we can go to 2. We're already going. Why don't we play some Horde mode though?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Yeah, Kalen, most of those are Universal, but as like I said, they've announced other licenses. This is just the first set, and I'm hoping they'll go after 20th Century Studios.
I am the Senate ask, is there anything the specials actually can't do that the other classes can? It seems like to me that he has access to every weapon perk, ability, and passive in the game.
We were asked that a little earlier. From what I saw, they can't have 2 primary weapon slots like the duelist can. That was the main thing I noticed. They have a primary and a signature weapon slot. I haven't delved in deep enough to the specialist class to know that, but I would imagine that the other classes still have some focuses they maybe excel at.
Yep.
If there's like passive abilities or something like that. Olivia ship.
Character that has not had a good enough treatment, in my opinion. Although I did really like her in the Inferno's Fall. And I enjoyed Echo. Quite enjoyed Echo.
Yep.
You ready for Horde, gentlemen?
Yeah, let's do it.
Did I miss something, Caustic Viper? Are you just joking there? I mean, I do have a cameo in the RPG, but oh yeah, I suppose that's the thing. I've got a cameo in the RPG. I've got a cameo into Charybdis. I have a cameo in the Rage War. Cameo in Brian Short. Adam's also in that one. I can't remember what Brian Short was called.
Aftermath.
Aftermath, yes, thank you. And I just friggin' mentioned that in my video, my Dutch video as well recently.
You were like, yours truly. All right, boys, you ready?
I'll do it. Oh, sorry.
Fireteam, we need to divert
Xena,
the signals for an ongoing
Xander says,
operation.
I'm excited to see that Alex White is part of Fireteam Elite 2.
The bugs will come at you in waves. Hold on as long as you
So yeah,
can,
Alex is
then
just
get out.
credited as a, I think, creative consultant on Fireteam Elite 2, so I don't think we'll see a lot of their influence on the game. But it's cool to know that they were involved in some capacity.
One thing that I didn't mention before that I will is that you see how I have a handgun slot here. Every class now has a third handgun slot. So instead of just your little sidearm, you can choose between different handguns, and you still have that little sidearm, but you can customize it a little more. Or you can use other handguns like the Frontier Revolver. They'll be in that third sidearm slot now.
Caustic Viper says, you have a cameo in Into Charybdis and I missed it. I'm going to have to re-dive into that book a fifth time now. Yes, I am part of Kylie's squad.
Nice. Yeah, mine are just one in Inferno's Fall, and then the same story you were in Aftermath, I believe.
We were OWLF agents in Aftermath, I think.
We've got a salvage job happening in a nearby sector. Our job is
Yes.
to lure the
You were a pilot?
Yes, I was.
I got nothing.
a defensive position for you.
I was a
You'll get
ship.
Hit the control for the
I was a
air
ship
shafts.
in the Rage War. I brought death and destruction to Weaver's world.
Your best cameo though was the one Alex White did for you in the
Oh yeah, Alex fucking destroyed me. It gave me a brutal death. I'm a colonel in the RPG. In the core book. I'm the Senate. Yes, what was it? The consumables? It was the abilities dealt the friendly fire damage in the higher difficulty, but I can't remember if the consumables did. Do you remember?
I don't. I know there are elemental grenades now. That's a new thing.
Yep.
I do hope we see some hived up horde stuff in
Yeah.
in Fireteam Elite 2.
Loves his hives.
Because as much as I hate that we just stand around this same platform in this game, I do love me the hives.
I believe weapon perks are a thing. I don't think we got into that too much, but I saw them on the menu.
Again, I want to remind people that what we were previewing was the horde mode.
But
So we didn't get to look too in depth at the game.
We will have plenty more to share with you guys as once we get permission, once the game is out.
Yep. Sure, we will be playing the hell out of it.
Oh, we're going to be playing this Lenny. Alex Amoeba Jelly says Alex White should be the president of Alien, like MCU style. Yes, Alex should, and Alex would very much love to work on the film or television related projects. Studios, please let them.
Yep, and they've been involved in many projects with Alien so far, so they're definitely they definitely have had their hand in multiple. We all agree that. We all agree that we need more Alex White.
Custy Viper says, oh, okay, I've been reading the novelization of Rogue lately, and not gonna lie, Clyce definitely gives me Professor Church vibes. Yeah, they are very similar, but differently motivated. And Clyce obviously returns again in the Cloning Marines comic, so you got a little bit extra to do. Although I'm still certain that it was supposed to be Church that returned, not Kleist. And what they do with Kleist makes more sense if it was Church in that comic.
Yeah, I Am the Senate is asking, is there something that you guys really didn't like, aside from the fact that you didn't get to choose what faction you were about to fight? I can't think of anything that really comes to mind where I like likely dislike something.
Yeah, yeah, likewise.
No.
I mean, there were things that you wish you could have, or there were certain abilities or combat situations that you wish you could choose from, but there was nothing that I thoroughly was like, nope, I don't like that, I hate that.
You gotta break in the swarms.
No Stardust says, I have a film treatment with characters named Percival and Zella. Much appreciated. No Stardust says, Alex already influenced the film world too with Romulus. Very true. I remember messaging Alex when I got out of the films when I noticed Plagiarius.
It has been way too damn long since I've read Into Charybdis and The Cold Forge. I need to revisit those.
Yeah.
I'm an audiobook person nowadays, though. I mean, some books I prefer to read in hand, but I have become way more of an audiobook person as the years have gone by.
I can only do it when I'm in the car. Like, if I'm at work, I just can't listen to audiobooks because I don't pay attention to them and I don't like it. But if I'm in the car, I'm just kind of on autopilot and I can listen to the books and I can pay attention to them. Oh, look a crusher to the head. Discovery Road. Are there new synth elites? Well, there were certainly some new synths.
Yeah, well, they have like robots now. They have like battle droid from Star Wars robots, like little spider bots, and there's different types too. Like one of them has a flamethrower, one of them will walk up and hit you, and with the spider bots, there's a couple that'll like jump at you, and there's some that'll crawl in the walls and try and snipe you.
I actually really like that because I imagine it's more expensive to make synths human looking in the alien world, and you know the alien world's all about portraying the corporations as the cold, heartless, mathematical approach that they are. So it totally legit that some corporations would, you know, not go to the expense of making them look humanoid. Well, look human, sorry, should I say.
We have seen
and we've seen it before in Infestation, in particular. And then there was Dean, I think his name was, in Stronghold.
But even in the films, like you have the power loader, so like we've touched on non-synth robotics, and that's something that could definitely be explored more, I think. So it is cool to see.
It's a tiny detail, but the synths have like a war horn in certain portions of their waves. That every time I hear that, it's a bit freaky.
The battle
it's a bit
droids.
freaky.
Yeah, they go like derp 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 derp.
Yep. Super battle droids.
You're clear.
So, AZ Vector asks, with the crouching mechanic in Aliens Fireteam Elite 2, was it just you're crouching now, or was it more fluid, like sliding and crouch or cover? It's just crouching.
Yeah,
it's
crouching you're not doing parkour or anything.
No, it's no Call of Duty sliding.
And you could still do the cover mechanic as well, though, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially with those waves of synths, like it really, really does take effect. You know, if you're trying to battle the different variations of the synths, like taking cover is life and death with some of them. And those two are very aggressive, especially the spider bots. They run in there. Ooh, lots of bursters coming our way.
Defuncto asks, is Horde mode unlimited rounds?
I believe so, yeah.
You just have to decide every 5 rounds if you're going to
Yeah.
continue or not.
And one of the things I didn't like about this Horde mode is it felt like I never had enough money to unlock consumables here. But in the one for the second game, it did feel like they were a bit more generous on that front.
Your turret's taking some damage, Adam.
Yeah.
Or whoever's the
It's
mechanic.
gone, yeah. I'll have to restart it.
Or they've pushed us back to this corner, eh?
There's health kits down here.
Number 9 says that we did see sliding, that we had proof from IGN.
Oh, is
I don't
there?
remember being able to
Okay.
slide.
I'll have to try
Yeah, I
that.
don't remember being able to slide.
Ghosted Viper says, whenever Dr. Church does return, we know he's going to have a massive impact on the extended universe again. Well, we nearly got him back. He was supposed to be returning as part of Fox's 5-year plan that got scrapped thanks to the merger and what have you. He was supposed to be McLaren's mentor. He's alluded to very much in that shitty book, Colony War, but they don't name him by name. I think I mentioned that when in my War video with him. Start of the year, I think. I think it was this year anyway. Time is a meaningless blur. Remind me what the painter's name was in Perfect Organism.
Oh,
Block, that was it, wasn't it? I really liked Block as well.
Yeah, I didn't
Me
like
too.
how kind of stupidly you went out, but as a character,
Yep.
it's quite interesting.
I liked it because it was one of those moments of fallibility, punishing somebody in the franchise.
speaking of Perfect Organism, Aaron, when can we expect an interview with Sean?
Next release. There is finally a slot. Hunter, do you know how long I've had that finished?
It must have been at least 5 months.
No. I've had it finished a month and a half. We only did it back in February or March, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I finally finished it. No, this must be 2 months ago, actually. I finally finished it about 2 months ago. But things kept happening and other episodes kept coming out. And then I had to get the Richard interview ready. And then I had to get the anniversary episode ready. But now I think in 2 weeks' time I will finally release our interview with the author of Perfect Organism.
Well, look forward to it, guys. It was a really fun conversation. Sean was a really
Sean
sweet
was
guy.
awesome, wasn't he?
Yeah,
I
and
really liked Sean.
I can't wait for him to see it. And he was such a sweetheart of a guy, and you could tell that he was just like one of us, geeking out, having fun. And I really liked that book. I had a really good time with it.
I think it was like an 8 out of 10 book, wasn't it? It was a really strong book.
Is that the last one or Colt?
No.
Colt is the last one.
No, Colt was the last one.
Which Hunter really liked, if I remember rightly.
I did. I liked Colt, but I know a lot of people dislike Colt.
I haven't got around to reading it yet, unfortunately. I've kind of been waiting until we schedule the... I've been pulling an Adam Zeller and been waiting for us to schedule the podcast in. Face hugger!
And I am excited to hear your thoughts on the interview that Hunter and I did, Aaron, without your presence and guidance.
I know you are. I'm sure you did a very good job.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, they were
We
fun.
tried.
They were fun to talk to.
Oh.
And
Adam did great. I'm still trying to get my bearings.
No,
Hunter
you
and I
did
have
great too. Dude.
we have another 2 interviews to release as well. And we need to speak about a third, Hunter. We need to check some dates.
A third one?
For that comic.
Oh, yes. Did we reach out to that person?
We did. They have sent some dates back. We need to check our calendars.
Wonderful. Well, I will have to say hello to them next week if I see them.
Yeah. I think our let's see, our recent interview we did, Aaron, was
with Richard was great. Yeah.
With Richard Chavez was probably my favorite this year, I would say.
Folks, we have for a second there, we had almost 60 people in the chat today. Thank you all for showing out and just hanging out with us, talking Fireteam Elite 2, all things Alien, all things a little bit brighter. It's been a blast.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for holding on to Rich Top for us for a little bit longer.
Yeah, he was supposed to go about a half hour ago, but he likes nerding out too much.
I do. Yeah, it gets me.
That is perfectly fine with us.
Yep.
Honestly, the game I've played the most this year, because it's been, my day job is a lot sometimes. But the game that I've played the most this year was Resident Evil Requiem, which that game ate up like a number of weekends for me. And I expect this game will do the same.
Requiem was a lot of fun, man. That was cool. There's not many games nowadays that really kind of grab the entire gaming community and just have it by a chokehold, but that was one of them where anybody was talking about it. And I had a great experience with that game. Yeah. I'm not nearly as big as a fan of Resident Evil as you are.
And it was one of those things where it's like the story of Requiem as a Resident Evil fan had problems for me, but it was just so much fun. And the presentation and gameplay was so good that I was like, I don't care. I'm just having too good of a time.
Yep. Number 9 says that the Richard Chavez interview was great. Guys. I watched it start to end. Yeah, you guys did an absolute great job on that interview. It was one of the best of the year so far, if not the best.
I
got 2 crushers. Gotta heal.
Caustic Viper says Disney denied Dr. Kilich to have Craven the Hunter gaslight Yauch into fighting the Hulk. What a time to be alive. To be fair, I don't know the reason behind why we didn't follow those 5-year plans. I'm sure there was a lot of emotional, financial and business turmoil involved there.
Shit. Oh, I jumped right into that.
Oh no, I'm down.
Oh boy.
Xander says, do you get a team of friendly aliens like Jurassic World? I mean, Alien Earth in Fireteam Elite 2. There are no friendly aliens.
They better have a Jerry.
Well, at least in the Horde mode.
Yeah, I want a Jerry cosmetic in that game for sure.
Not Norbert. Does it have to be Jerry?
What was Norbert?
Norbert's the original synth alien.
Oh, really? Did he
Yeah.
also have like a friendly personality and shit?
I don't think he had much of a personality compared
Oh,
to
okay.
Jerry.
Well, then it's not really a comparison, is it?
Of course it is. He liked to play with fetch with dogs.
Yeah, Caleb agrees. Requiem was awesome, even if its story didn't make much sense.
Really pissing them off.
Caustic Viper says, "Oh yeah, the painter in Perfect Organism was great. Really like the mystery behind his motives, getting pieced together throughout the story. Agree." Amoeba Jelly says, "Still need to read Perfect Organism. Can't believe I haven't yet as an artist and an Alien fan." Yeah, man, jump on that.
Yeah, it's great. You'll
really
really
enjoyed that one.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it.
Amoeba Jelly says, "I was waiting for an audiobook of the new books and sad they're not doing them." Yeah, really, really disappointing. But like we've been saying, you know, it's part of why we're like, yeah, that license is gone.
I mean, they do have a hardcover re-release of Giger's Alien with some expanded materials that I'll certainly be picking up, and they are re-releasing J.W. Winsler's Making of Aliens, which you
with
can get
a chance for a signature.
Yeah, and you can get a special pin that comes with it if you're at San Diego Comic-Con. So
Yep, I'll be stopping by the Titan booth.
that is nice to see, but unfortunately it has been a while since they've had a new novel announcement, and given it's been so long, and like you said, we didn't have the audiobooks, I kind of think their days as publishing are done. I mean, we do know they lost the Predator and AVP licenses, and they had Alien for a bit longer. But
Was it lost or didn't renew?
Well, they
remember.
wanted to renew. It's that the license holder did not want to renew with them because they probably want to use their own publisher.
Which makes sense. I just wish they'd fucking announce something. And it's a shame because Titan is, you know, far more hits than misses when it comes to the work they've been doing.
Someone help me with this Praetorian, please.
I'm coming.
I was dealing with the warrior.
There we go.
Mama, please come help this Praetorian, please. That's a comedy act right there.
Caustic Viper said Cult had a great ending to them. Might not be to everybody's taste, but it felt like a good send-off for the Titan books.
I still
Well, you know what's funny
remember-
about Cold?
I just crashed. Or just kicked me out.
Oh, that's another thing we should mention. In Fireteam Elite 2, if you disconnect, you can rejoin in progress, both Horde and Campaign. So Aaron would have been able to rejoin us just now if we were playing Fireteam Elite 2.
Amoeba Jelly says points for getting Poncho. Azu Vector is saying, would be nice to see Norbert and Jerry again, and he's confirming Norbert's presence in Alien Harvest. Was it specifically Norbert in a comic book game? There was a synthetic alien, but I can't remember him getting named. Oh, Dr. Church was in that.
Behind you.
As well. Amoeba Jelly says Titan was hit or miss, but mostly hits for him, or them, sorry. I found Titan largely good. I didn't think the game tie-ins were very good. The whole two of them. No, 3 of them. I forget in the Isolation novel. I think that's fucking pedestrian as fuck. Keith Candido did a terrible job.
That should have been the
on that one.
tagline for your review.
Yeah. And the RPG trilogy. I don't think I've hated an Alien book as much as I hate Colony War. I just that book genuinely offends me as a person, as a fan,
I
as
think
a
it was
Brit.
that bad. I mean, it wasn't great.
It was fucking atrocious. But then Inferno's Fall, I think, is some of Titan's best character work. But then Enemy of My Enemy was just okay. It was just okay, from what I remember.
Well, what do you say, boys? Want one more? Or you ready to hop off?
As long as it's a quick one. Aaron, what do you think?
We can do another quick one.
Let's do point defense. This was a fun one.
Yeah.
I really like the vista in this one.
I'll need to rejoin you, you guys. Bear with me. Amoeba Jelly says Titan took risks though, and they appreciate that.
They did. I still remember their first, you know, Out of the Shadows and reading that and being like, "Damn, this was good," you know. And they had a lot of bangers. So.
And that initial trilogy, that Shadow Arc or whatever they decided they were calling it, was far better than it had any right to be. And I'm actually really looking forward to Tim Leben to he's doing a Halo book about the Flood, about I think it's Jenkins in the OG Halo. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Tim Leben take on horror in the Halo universe.
Mm.
Azu Vector says Norbert wasn't named in a comic book adventure, but the code you used to deactivate his threat behavior was the same stunt used to calm him in Harvest. Ah, good catch. Yeah. I've never played comic book adventure all the way through. I've watched a playthrough of it, but it was one I played myself. I didn't discover that until probably about 10 years ago, to be fair. Maybe a little bit longer. I remember watching it on my tablet, my first ever tablet. Amoeba Jelly says, I'm a basic straight white guy named Josh. Well, hello, Josh. I should know that. I'm sure I should have seen that on Instagram.
LV-895 is at its closest approach to the gas giant. Seismic activity is spiking. There are engineer
And the music sounds awesome for Fireteam Elite 2 as well. I cannot wait to hear Wintry's full score because I am. What I heard just playing through the menu and in Horde mode got me pumped.
I would love if they did a vinyl for it this time.
Guess what Eric's been up to today?
Really quick, I need to get consumables. What has he been up to?
He has been taking part in the Hastings Pirate Day Parade.
I don't know what that is. Well,
I did not know that was a thing.
Does everybody dress up like pirates and goes on a parade, or?
That seems to be the implication of that from the photos. Eric has shared some cool-looking pictures of him as a pirate.
Sounds like a fun time. They better
Number
be
9 is
drinking some grog after that, or whatever.
the rum. Number 9 asks, are there any particulars about the lighting system in Alien Fireteam Elite 2 worth talking about?
I don't know too much about it, but the lighting certainly looked good with Unreal Engine 5. I mean, there's new environmental effects.
It just looks more atmospheric. All around, that is the way I would clarify that.
But Xenos attack when they turn on. Keep them running. Ruins everything.
AZ Vector says, brought it retail when it was new. Still have the CDs. That is awesome. So you still have the fat box.
Kalen throwing some shade at Eric, saying, does he not hate it, though?
Yeah, he threw some shade at my socks, didn't he? He didn't like my new, what were they called? Stance.
Yeah.
Didn't like my stance alien socks.
It sounded like he didn't like the concept of socks entirely, because it's like, well, people can't see him. I was like, yeah, but that's, you know.
To be fair, what does he not dislike?
I don't know. The people who are important enough to see you with your shoes off get to see them.
Okay.
I sent you all a photo of my socks. I'm thinking of starting up a special tier on Patreon. Aaron's,
you mean OnlyFans?
Aaron's aliens. No, the Patreon.
Only socks. Hey, to be fair, Aaron,
socks.
I have those socks too.
Which ones? The stance ones or the ones I?
No,
shared?
the Rock'em socks, the ones that you have. I got the Predator and the Alien ones that you have. I love those socks.
Ones? I got I got the first alien socks I ever saw, and that was one of the other American T-shirt companies, and I can't remember who it was now. Fright Rags, maybe.
Fright Rags.
I
To be
think
fair,
they
I
did
think
some socks.
I still have a contact from Stance. I need to see if they still work there. I would love to get a box set of those.
Just buy them like a normal fan, god damn it.
I sold so many pairs of those socks in a day. I deserve to have the box set.
And my box arrived damaged.
That's crazy.
It's a
Send it to
sock
'em.
box, dude.
Let them know. They know those are collector boxes. Get more socks. Get double your
Yeah.
socks.
I'm looking forward to wearing them tomorrow. Rock up to my new base of operations for my job, and in my shorts and my nerdy t-shirts, because I don't have to wear business casual at the minute, and I'm loving it.
And when my office was like shorts are allowed, I'm like, oh, thank God.
Oh, in this weather. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Lucky? We don't even get to wear shorts.
On
I live
a,
in
on
the
a
damn
hot
desert.
film set outside in Arizona, they don't let you wear shorts?
You're not really supposed to, no.
That's kind of messed
But,
up.
but why? You're not seen.
Yeah, we wear shorts when we're filming witching season stuff.
It's considered not safe.
Is it health and safety bullshit?
No, it's if there's equipment on set that could scratch you or nick you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Health and
But
safety.
I mean, they can
Oh, yes.
they can nick your
So
arms, can they not? I mean, it's the same kind of risk.
Yeah, I mean, we wear, I mean...
So tell me you gotta wear
Ireland,
long
we
sleeve
wear-
shirts too.
We wear sun shirts, the UFP shirts with the long sleeves, but they protect your skin against the sun. Like the fishing shirts.
Well, too many restrictions at your job, man.
It's not the job, it's the heat.
I guess that's true. You gotta dress a little differently in your neck of the woods. You gotta be like more deep.
I really want to sit down and have a marathon of that again.
Oh, Aaron, you're a major Dune fan. If you go
I
see
wouldn't
the
say
Odyssey,
I wouldn't say a major Dune fan.
But you're a
fucking
Dune
love
fan.
Yeah.
if you go see the Odyssey this weekend, you get to see a 5-minute clip from the movie,
Oh.
and it's really cool.
I'm trying to find the time to go to the movie this week. I couldn't last week because I spent a lot of time working on the podcast, but I really wanted to go see The Invite. I still have Toy Story 5 to go see.
This is your public service announcement from Hunter. If you're going to go see the Odyssey, please go see in 70mm IMAX if you can, if it's available.
It's
Thank
not in my state. I wish it was. We have
Come to
IMAXs
Arizona.
here. I'm surprised you guys have a 70mm IMAX in Arizona. I would think like protecting the film in that heat would have to be a whole thing. I mean, I know it's all indoors, but even just transporting those
it's-
film rolls, like
We've had a 70mm IMAX since it opened, I think, almost 17, 18 years ago. Something like that. I saw Interstellar in 70mm IMAX there. I saw The Dark Knight. I don't know if it was 70mm then, but it was definitely on that IMAX screen.
I hear one of the best is Universal City Walk.
Yeah. Universal City Walk is incredible.
I haven't seen a
Definitely.
movie at that theater for years. The last movie I saw there was The Mummy, the Tom Cruise Mummy, which I had a blast with because of how bad
I
that was.
enjoyed that. I enjoyed that film. That's my AVP Requiem.
Yeah, did you guys know, by the way, if you're gamers, that the new IMAX camera that shot the Odyssey is called the Keeley, dedicated to Jeff Keeley, who does the Video Game Awards. His dad was a major instrumental part of developing IMAX film for over the last 20 years and passed away before the film wrapped, so the camera was dedicated to him.
That's cool. You can also get a IMAX camera popcorn bucket if you want.
Yes, I have one. I love it. I bought a hoodie too. I have a problem.
Is it a problem if you're just appreciating your craft?
It's not a problem. It's a problem for my wallet.
I think basic necessities are a problem for our wallets these days.
How's those
that
egg
true?
prices doing, Adam?
Oh, don't get me started. Thankfully, I
That's
don't
your
like
fancy
eggs too
red-
much.
It's your fancy grocery store that you're gonna sip wine at.
Yeah. Listen to some house DJ.
I'm not. They're not. They don't have that.
Caleb says
And-
Lisan ala Huntaib. That's great. I
Well,
like that,
folks,
Caleb.
I think that'll actually do it for us this time. But thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate you hanging out with us and chatting up some Alien. We are just as excited as you guys for Fireteam Elite 2, and hopefully we'll get a release date announced soon, hopefully this week at Comic-Con. And yeah, look forward to that.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
If you haven't already watched it, we posted our 40th anniversary podcast about Aliens yesterday, obviously, and we also recently posted a new sort of lore piece, behind the scenes kind of piece on Predator 2, what that film would have been like had Dutch actually been in it. Go back, check that one out, and we'll have a new one end of this month, maybe start of next month, that Hunter's been doing another lore piece on AVP. So that's coming as well. I've been working on 2 new ones, 2 new lore pieces, that I'm looking forward to sharing and talking about as well. Like I said, we'll have an interview with Sean Hamill, who wrote Predator Alien Perfect Organisms, in a couple of weeks as well. So plenty of shit coming out, and plenty of stuff for you to have a look over already.
Indeed.
And of course, we've got the Fireteam Elite 2 Horde Mode preview as well. Go share our stuff with your Alien fans. We do appreciate it. It's always good to get more eyes on our stuff. We put a lot of effort to everything we do here, and we do it because we want to see good stuff for Alien fans. So
Yeah.
we hope everybody enjoys it.
Yeah, and don't forget, guys, our Patreon is the way to go if you do want to help support us. And like we mentioned earlier in the stream, if you have questions that you want us to ask the developers of Fireteam Elite 2 next week, that might be your chance. So if you're not, sign up for the Patreon, get some cool perks from us, and you will get to ask exclusive questions to people we interview if we offer those questions out.
That reminds me as well, for our Patreons on this, I have had a design commissioned for the pins. We're just waiting on a final first draft of that before we start looking into getting those manufactured and start collecting addresses for everybody. So,
And is that for any Patreon, or is that just long-time Patreons? How does that work?
That's gonna be, well, any of the Patreons.
Okay, well, if it's any Patreon, if you guys want a pin, you might want to get signed up.
At least that's my intent. I mean, if we spoke differently, I genuinely can't remember here. I don't think we spoke any differently. So yeah, it'd be for the patrons, any of the patrons, paid patrons.
And I'll probably be getting just a regular pin done as well. That's just of our site logo, because I've been meaning to get that done for years as well. So we'll have a couple pins coming out.
Yeah. That's it. I can't think of any other spiel to throw.
That's it, everybody. So until next time, stay frosty.
Bye.